Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about The Patient with Steve Carell. It's on Hulu. It's when a serial killer locks up his therapist, Steve Carell, in the serial killer's basement because he says, I really need help. I need to stop doing this. You will give me therapy and you will stay down here and I will feed you really good food. What I want to talk about though is Sam clearly has some serious problems with his impulse control. I'm going to compare what the show gets right about impulse control issues. I'm not going to say he has a certain, disorder because I'm not Steve Carell. Compare it to my experience with impulse control disorder, which is intermittent explosive disorder, which basically means you have huge episodes of rage and anger, a few throughout the year, and then much smaller ones many more times throughout the year. So that's when you can read all about it if you want to, but essentially you have a very hard time controlling your anger and your impulses move so fast that you're unable to stop your actions. Here are a few things that the patient gets right about impulses and the therapeutic process. The first thing is a lot of people with impulses, their behaviors are set off by certain morals that they have. So things they think are right and things they think are wrong. And when things don't go that certain way, then their impulses like to start rapid firing because it's not fair, the world's not fair, this is not easy, it shouldn't be like this. All of that kind of thing. The second thing is all these different strategies in the therapy process that can be used to slow down your impulses and get you thinking about other things. So those are things like connection. Steve tells Sam he needs to talk to him before Sam goes and kills anyone. Like that's a step that he must take. That creates distance in between. It also creates connection. Another thing is distance. So Steve tells Sam, you need to go to work. I understand that you feel like killing this one man, but you need to go to work and have a normal day and then come back here. That's creating distance between you and the impulse. It's putting other things and other actions in between you and whatever that thing is. So hopefully it fades down. I mean, another way it could go is that Sam goes to work and he can't stop thinking about it, so that when he gets off work, it's very intense. But we hope that it would be the first one with like the distance. Another one is distraction. So Sam is part of this online community, which is actually a real community, No Shoes Nation. It's Kenny Chesney's fan club, which was kind of like the best part of the show. It was very funny to me whenever they were playing Kenny Chesney music. He does that, and he also plays Kenny Chesney music. So another thing is developing empathy skills is so important to impulses because it gets you thinking about other people and it gets you thinking beyond yourself, and it gets you thinking even in the bigger picture. And then identifying your why or your why not of why you are or not going to do something is really important when it comes to impulses. So Sam identifies his mom as being, his why, and his why not. Why he wouldn't kill someone is because he's gonna think of his mom and he's gonna be like, my mom wouldn't want this. Okay, so the next thing is, even when you're in therapy and even when you try hard, you might mess up sometimes. You might have a slip up with your impulses. But the thing to remember is, healing's kind of curvy, but then it should start, to even out a bit, and your little blips of impulses become smaller and smaller until you're able to manage, and it gets much more smooth with just maybe a few blips in there, but you're ultimately able to handle situations and impulses because you've been practicing these other skills for that period of time. So you will still slip up, especially in the beginning, and it's not that you're never going to slip up again, but that you do better and better and you get further along in your healing journey. The next thing is that I thought this was a great example of how assertive communication is really freaking hard to do, but also it doesn't always get you what you want, and that's even harder. So Sam goes to his superior and says, hello, I don't believe that you should give this guy a further place in the line. He needs to go in the back of the line of inspections because that is what is right. That's what Sam says. And he says it a couple times. The boss does not agree, and Sam does not agree with the boss's non-agreement. So, spoiler in 3, 2, 1, Sam kills his manager. Why that's so hard is he really tried with this assertive communication. He tried to verbalize exactly what he wanted. But when he didn't get it, it's when kind of that right and wrong thing comes back into play. Okay, the next thing that was very important is meaning. So creating and searching and identifying meaning in your life as a way to help you articulate your why and a way to help you decrease certain behaviors and increase other more healthy behaviors. So Steve uses the example of the actual book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, who was prisoner at Auschwitz and also psychologist. So it's all about finding meaning in your life. Finally, they show that it's important to be managing these impulses, but it's also important to be figuring out what the root of your anger is so you can really get in there and find out what the deal is. The two of them eventually realize that it's not that Sam's mad at these people that he keeps killing. He is mad at his father, his abusive father, who he no longer has relationship with. But getting to the root of the anger is like very important in the journey of managing impulses and decreasing certain behaviors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't too weird. I know the premise of the show hopefully does not relate to you. That would be not good. Stop killing. Use some of the strategies previously mentioned. If you have any requests of types of videos or other things to maybe react to, things like that, I'd love to hear them. Feel free to leave me a comment below. You can also feel free to connect with me on Instagram, which is @UCNormal. I've been posting lots of reels on there and been having fun doing it. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.